witches and hoes. This video is gonna be my opinions and my cult's opinions. I'm not actually in a cult. It's a group of friends I have on Instagram and we call ourselves a cult. Huge shout out to these amazing people for participating in the video. And huge disclaimer, some of these opinions might be offensive, so if you're sensitive don't watch this and don't send hate to the people involved. So let's get into it. A certain someone made me wanna talk about this. I've seen videos of people ranking idols' bodies on sexiness and it's just vile and disgusting. The K-pop industry is already toxic as it is when it comes to body image. So we don't need the fans to contribute to it. No, we don't need to know your opinion on who's least sexy in a group and how they don't have any curves or how they're so skinny. And the excuse of girls do it to male idols too, so raking female idols is fine, is not a valid excuse because that's wrong as well. These comments are what actually trigger eating disorders and depression. And after the tragic event that happened this year, I think we should all be aware of how comments affect people, because believe it or not, idols are people too. So no, we don't need an article or a video every time an idol's thighs look 2 inches bigger or smaller. That's just being human. So if you don't leave them alone, me and my clown cult are beating you up. I think idols who are under the age of 16 or 17 shouldn't debut. Teens that age are vulnerable. They will face hate and mean comments that will influence them badly. Some people might even sexualize them. I mean, I've seen this the other day in Twitter and it's so disgusting and disturbing. The industry is toxic and young teens can't handle that. Moving on to something lighter, I think Electric Kiss by EXO is such an underrated bop and people still sleep on it. The choreography is so good and Chanyeol and Sihan really snapped. I think it should have been a title track. Jihyo should be in the dance line. Before standing twice, I've watched all of Jihyo's fan cams and I legit thought she was main or lead dancer. She's just so good at it. And her face is very expressive. JYP, stop robbing Jihyo from her position in the dance line. Okay, moving on to the cult's opinions. AOA and A-Pink are the two second-gen girl groups right now. I agree. AOA deserved to win in Queendom, no hate to Mamamoo. They really put on a show and they killed the egotistic cover performance. They're coming back soon, so support them. As for A-Pink, they're also killing it. Hyuna is better than Chungha, but Chungha is leading the game right now. I agree. Hyuna paved the way for female soloists, whether you like it or not. She really contributed to normalizing female sexiness and embracing it. But for now, I like Chungha's comebacks more. Flower Shower was cute, but I prefer Chungha's comebacks. She really killed it this year. YG is not gonna let Blackpink leave. If they gonna leave YG, they aren't gonna be a group anymore. Girl couldn't have said it better. I keep seeing these people saying Blackpink is gonna leave YG, but I don't think so. Do you really think YG will let them leave like that with their name and brand? It's not that simple. I want the girls to leave, but it's not gonna happen. Twice is the nation's girl group. That's an actual fact, not an opinion. I do think TXT are privileged. They admitted to that themselves, but that's not a bad thing. Their privilege is not the source of their success. They had to work really hard just like any other idol. Especially being from a big company, people expect a lot from them, so they have to work really hard. So no, their success was not given to them on a silver plate. I do think that YG not giving Blackpink regular comebacks is doing them more harm than good. I mean, with the way they're doing it, and they keep breaking records and getting attention from media, but I don't think they have a very stable fanbase. A lot of people stan when they have a comeback and then unstan. A lot of fans can't wait a whole year and would rather stan a group with constant activity and comebacks. They deserve better. I agree. All fandoms have toxic people, but it's a lot apparent with bigger fandoms. The bigger the fandom, the more toxic people. But I think we should just focus on the positive side of fandoms. A majority of fans are chill and mature. Agree. BTS new music is what got a lot of people into them, and it's what made them break into the West and popularized K-pop in general. The Love Yourself project and persona really resonated with a lot of people and helped them. So I don't see why people think it's weak. I love Fancy to death and I think it's Saudi for me. But Boy With Love achieved more with numbers and streams and it was so popular in Korea. But in terms of iconicness, Fancy wins for me. Don't come for us for this opinion, I mean in 2017 Signal won over Red Flavor and no one said a thing. Most K-pop stylists put their idols in the worst outfits. I mean Blackpink for example, they put Jennie in Chanel from head to toe and Rosé was given the same crop top and pants or shorts and boots for the past 3 years now. Same with Twice, they've been getting cheap outfits when they could afford good outfits, and poor Jeon Hyein always gets the worst outfit. Visuals and how idols dress play a big part in their image and companies just hire the worst stylists. An example of a good stylist is Chungha's stylist. You never see her in bad or basic outfit and they seem to match her concepts. I strongly disagree. Jungkook has a very light dreamy voice and he has a very good range and his tone is just good to listen to. So I think he deserves all the hype he gets. I really love Rosé's current voice. It has a unique color to it. I think sometimes you can hear her struggle with it because it's not her real voice. But most of the time her voice sounds like honey to my ears. I already talked about BTS music. As for EXO, I also really like their new music. Love Shot and Obsession are bops and the B-sides never disappoint. A fact. No group deserves hate just because they're popular and successful, but that's how it has to be with stans. They always have something mean to say. I prefer Fancy as a song, but I really loved the Feel Special album more. All of the B-sides are bops. Love Foolish their best B-side. I said what I said. Fancy You was one of their best albums too though. I agree. Music-wise I prefer Everglow. Bon Bon Chocolate still slaps and I also love the aesthetics of the videos. ITZY are really good performers, but I don't find myself listening to their music a lot. I prefer watching their stages. I agree. Even though he's not as bad as the other companies, he's not totally innocent. He overworks Twice and never gave them a vacation. In Mama they look so exhausted and it's just sad. He let a 13-year-old and a 14-year-old sing and dance to his song which was sexual on his survival show and didn't say a thing. He just gives off weird vibes. I love both. It honestly depends on my mood. But I do find myself listening to cute lighter songs more. I think the boys did really well but SM was waiting for more. The title track was good for a while but I rarely listen to it now. SM should have just promoted EXO or NCT if they wanted a group to break in the West since they already have established fandoms. Pink Fantasy are honestly so criminally underrated and that's not okay. One of the best rookies of the year.
네가 택한 길인 걸 모든 걸 얻으려 하지 마 질수록 손틈 사이로 터져버리는 숨겨진 환상일 뿐이야 숨을 참고 들어봐 도망치려 했던
I agree. 17 are a very talented and well-rounded group and they deserve hype. But I think what makes it hard to stan is the members' number. Somi has a personality that not everyone likes but I personally don't find her annoying. Her solo was average but it didn't deserve the hate. I think she's better in a group. I could honestly go on and on about how Luna are so good and how much I love them but I don't want this video to be long. I used to agree with this but after seeing them in Mama and diving deeper in their music I think they deserve Rookie of the Year. They're really talented and funny and they only put out bops. Text just won Rookie of the Year. They're not going anywhere. They're super talented and they put out bops so I don't think they will flop. I think that's a problem for a lot of people. The only reason I stand Luna easily is because of the solos. I'm trying to stan NCT and 17 but it's harder to get into them as members. That song is our cult's anthem. A bop. And the B-side snapped. Sunny Side Up B-side of the year. Zimzalabim served us iconicness. Period. I actually really like her voice but I think it's more suited for rapping. Her and Dahyun should probably switch positions because Dahyun has a really sweet voice that's more suited for singing than rapping. Okay, that was all for today. I've been working on this video for forever so like and subscribe. And again these are just opinions, you can tell me yours down in the comments. Okay, bye clowns, I'll see you in the next video.